matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. You tight up. Set. 36.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 3. There for the Texans.
To Foster Moreau. A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans first down.
We're set. 19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Watson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Texans.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go to work, y'all. Let's go to work.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Set. 19. And 24. Here we go.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Now it's Breida. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Kamara. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 51, come on. 51, come on. I can reach Travis. Let's go. Hey, Mike, 15, run left. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
49-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
First down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
9 yards. First down, Texans.
Check 50, check 50. Under 10,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 16. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
23.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Houston. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert He's letting it fly for Cooks. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Have some of this.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for two. They'll try and run it up the middle.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On first down, Justin Herbert. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Herbert in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter.
as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down, really put them behind the 8 ball.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Kill.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step.
14.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season